Well, hello everybody. So I posted a video after the first 8 shows. There was a nice little break there, and now we are going to talk about the next 10 shows in this video. With, of course, 8 big ones still to come at the festival and out in Colorado at Dick's. So, what did we have here? We had, St. Louis, Grand Rapids, Deer Creek, and Bethel Woods. And, you know, I feel like as much as maybe, like, I know Dick's is the annual trip and people are still excited about that. Like, I just called it one of the biggest events, you know, still yet to come. But this year, Deer Creek and even Alpine seem to have as much buzz around them. As far as just ticket on sale and just overall excitement at the announcement of tour dates. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that comes to play out. I felt like Alpine was pretty strong. 2 of the 3 nights. Deer Creek, again, another strong run there. And maybe you know, maybe had outdone Mansfield, which I thought was a very strong run to start the summer. Bethel Woods, while it had many highlights, I do feel like everybody had one foot out the door headed towards Dover, Delaware. So let's just get to these shows. We'll go all the way back to St. Louis now. Then, you know, it seems like a long time ago. A lot has happened between now and St. Louis. And I will say, on a personal level, I needed that going to that show at Deer Creek and then having Billy Strings sit in too. That was nice. Like, we were just reaching that point in tour where, you know, I was already eyeballing the festival somewhere around these St. Louis shows, you know. Started to be like, all right, they're repeating songs, so okay, enough about that. So then the first night in St. Louis was definitely preferred. The second night in St. Louis was maybe my least favorite of the second half of the tour here, these last 10 shows. But on the 30th, you had some real big things. That Piper was, you know, one of my favorite Pipers more recent times. I have Jabu in the first set, of course, the huge tweezer, Theme from the Bottom. And all of that was very good. And maybe it was just the fact that I liked those songs so much. And then I don't even really know what was going on the 31st. Definitely never reached anything near the, probably not even near the Theme from the Bottom levels, let alone the Tweezer and Piper that we got on the 30th. So then we'll move over to Deer Creek. We finally got a Sin of a Mule on opening night there at Deer Creek. Yeah, it's Kill Devil Falls yet again. You know, Theme from the Bottom in St. Louis, that's been one of the better songs this summer. Kill Devil Falls and Down with Disease, yet again, 2 of the best songs of the summer, and both played there night 1 at Deer Creek. And then night 2, you had the Mikes and the Fuego. Fuego even having a pretty decent summer. And then night 3, the night that I attended, the Sunday at Dick's, I really love that Soul Planet, the McGrupp in the first set, obviously the Ghost. And then on a re-listen, I did like the Split Open and Melt a little. It's weird that on a re-listen, I enjoyed the Melt maybe even more than I did while I was there. And then moving over to Grand Rapids, another one of my favorite songs of the summer, that Bathtub Gin that ended the first set on the first night. The Moment Dance with Billy, obviously, I like that. Even the Everything's Right jam with Billy was pretty solid. The next night they played Wolfman's Brother with Billy. Kind of like that. There was a good light before he came on stage with them in the second set. And then at Bethel Woods, again, another really good Down with Disease and Kill Devil Falls. A good twist. Cities in the first set. You know, I think this was that the first night? Was that all the first night, really? I think it was all the first night, really. And then coming down to last night, you had the big AC/DC bag, yet again, another big Bathtub Gin. So really, I mean, while it's, you know, I don't want to say it's disappointing, but like Bathtub Gin, Kill Devil Falls, Down with Disease, maybe like our 3 Tweezer would sneak in there, I suppose. Piper, maybe on a personal, all the way that one Piper was a stinker. You got to at least be batting, you got to be batting 1,000. Theme from the Bottom, maybe. You know, these are some of, maybe that is the one surprise that they've played Theme from the Bottom 4 times. And at this point in the tour, some might say that it's been the best song of the summer. But then the fact that Kill Devil Falls, and now like for nearly a decade now, like every tour, you could be like Bathtub Gin, one of the best songs of the tour. Kill Devil Falls has certainly had many moments since 2014. Down with Disease, obviously, is you know, it's just a mainstay at this point. So on one level, and we did get a Monster Simple in there. That was a little bit, maybe that one was the one unexpected thing. But then again, that is Simple. It's not like that's totally unheard of. A really good McGrupp, a Peaches. Only one Divided Sky. So maybe some of the surprises are more on the not so positive side, like only getting one Divided Sky. You know, like I was saying early on, they were like hitting shuffle on the set list a little bit, but they kind of did that last year. So maybe that is, maybe these are just the new set list that I'm just still getting used to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Just songs that traditionally would end a set or be an encore, being played early in the show. Character Zero, First Tube. You know, I know Julius has always kind of bounced around. I feel like they've yet to play a Santos early in the show. Very, very little game hinge. That's on the negative side of things. Maybe the one positive surprise is that we got Theme from the Bottom 4 times, and they've all 4 been pretty good, I think. Maybe fewer covers, perhaps, like only 2, Cross-Eyed and Painless, Rock and Roll once, Loving Cup once. And not that they're bringing in a bunch of new covers. It's just that just playing a lot of songs and less room for other people's songs, I suppose, which is fine. Definitely fine with that. Trey, like SE said before, that was one of the best calls of the tour. Channel member SE said before the tour started that Trey will be wearing long sleeves almost every night. That has, in fact, turned out to be true. I noticed last night, first set, Trey had 2 buttons undone, and then by the second set, he was buttoned up. What was up with that? He's feeling a little loose in the first set. Maybe it cooled off by the end of the night. I don't know. So I guess that Bathtub Gin from Grand Rapids, that's been one of my favorites. The Soul Planet, unbelievably, from Deer Creek, one of my favorites. And I don't know what, man, still Mansfield and Deer Creek, maybe my 2 favorite runs. I don't know. It's tough to say, really. Everything's been good. Nothing like, not any real horrible nights. Even the night where they were playing all the like set closers, you know. Just from First Tube to Cavern to Bug to Zero. I mean, it just seemed like they were just, every song in the set was a set closer, right? Julius. No Men in No Man's Land. I mean, every song in that set normally could, you know, would close a set and not feel out of place. That was odd. All right. And that was the night with a lot of the lead balloons up front, though. Oh, and I heard people were offended. The guy called the YouTube viewers moochers. I don't know. Was that really that's what bothered people? Said a lot of things. That's what bothered people, huh? I don't know. No harm intended. You know, sorry if you felt burned by that. I totally understand why people would mooch the freebie on YouTube. Not everybody's got time to listen to the whole show every night. You know, I get it. People got jobs. They got lives. They got kids, you know. So, you know, sorry if you're a YouTube moocher. I was a moocher once. In fact, I'm gifted the entire tour, so I'm the biggest moocher. All right, guys, boom, we're out of here. I'll leave you with that. Oh, that's a smooch. That's right. There's a difference between a smooch and a mooch. I guess I just didn't realize that was such a derogatory term. You know, I don't know. I grew up with a lot of moochers, man. I've done a lot of mooching myself. It just kind of rolls off the tongue. Boom. Love you guys. Except for the YouTube moochers. I don't love you guys. You were mean to me. Said nasty things. Nasty things about F-Zappa 20.